Two.
So,
All right, so
oh
this
my
one is
gosh.
hilarious. There's obviously so much emotion in this. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is during March Madness. This is after our Sweet 16 win against Florida State. After every big win in the NCAA tournament, Mark Few does this classic handstand.
Yeah.
And it's like a fan favorite thing that everybody loves seeing him doing. Of course, the players.
Yeah.
So basically, I got the special opportunity to shoot the Sweet 16, the West Regional in Anaheim, because
Nice.
I was close to home, got credentialed for it.
Were you on spring break during that time, or did you fly down with the team?
I flew down on my own, drove from my house to Anaheim.
Yeah. It was like a 50-mile drive, from Pasadena.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, it wasn't that bad at the time. I mean, left on time,
Right.
left early.
For sure.
But yeah, basically the NCAA tournament was surreal shooting it. I'm not the main photographer.
Got you.
So,
Okay.
So only the main photographer, main videographer are allowed in there. But the videographer that was there, Ben Lathwell, shout out Ben.
Yeah, shout out Ben.
He's a real one. So I was with him at the time, and we just sprinted in there because we knew that it was gonna be crazy.
Right, of course.
So we sprinted in there, and all the reporters were looking at me. I just couldn't take a glance, and all the reporters lined up, but I just ran in there.
And you just go into the locker room.
Yeah,
just
I was like, oh my gosh, my armband. Hopefully I don't get caught. But they don't care. These guys don't care because they know me.
Yeah. So that helps out a lot, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
So basically, I just ran in there, got some celebration, and I saw when he was doing it. I was lucky where I was, right place at the right time,
Absolutely.
and just snapped away after the water celebration, and he did this handstand. So that was
it's
amazing.
iconic. How did you? So I mean, obviously you went in there and you weren't supposed to be in there technically, right?
Yeah.
So what made you just measure the risk and be like, you know what, forget it. I'm just gonna go in there and figure it out. And if I get kicked out, it's fine. The worst you're gonna get is you can't be here, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Just mentally, take me through your thought process of going in there when you knew you weren't supposed to be in there.
For me, it's how many times are you going to be able to shoot the NCAA tournament?
Right.
That's March Madness.
Right.
That's crazy. And literally, I was this close from being on One Shining Moment.
Yeah.
They had me cut off. I was like, dang it. But literally, basically my thought process through this was if I get caught, oh well. But at the same time, I wasn't thinking about getting caught because it was just about getting in there.
Right.
It was probably the hardest part, and I just ran in there. So
Gotcha.
yeah, there's really no security in there really for at least that would kick me out because I knew everybody in there.
Yeah, so that makes sense, right?
Yeah,
Everyone knew who you were.
Yeah, and I would understand if I would have gotten kicked out. I would have understand that I'm not supposed to be in there. But,
but yeah, you're just go for it.
Yeah,
Cool.
so I got lucky.
So obviously this was a pretty big game for Gonzaga basketball, right? It was Sweet 16. Walk me through just how it was you arrived to this game. Obviously you probably dreamt about shooting this for a long time, right? So how was that process like?
Yeah, I mean, just walking into the stadium that day was just surreal. It's something you dream about, and literally that's 5 straight Sweet 16s for us, and I felt that was last year was a big year because we were expected to make it really far, and I mean just knowing that the team I got close to the team last year and everything that was really cool, and seeing big time CBS people Reggie Miller, Kevin Harlan.
Oh, no way.
I saw them up in person. I'm like, yo, those are legends right there. That's crazy. Even though I was second row, I don't care. I'm here. I'm really here out in for March Madness. So.
Was that a moment of validation for you almost? Did you feel dang, I've been working at this, I got rejected, I'm actually here, I made it to almost the pinnacle of college basketball, right? As far as shooting goes, this is the March Madness, this is the biggest tournament of the year. Was it a moment of just man, I'm really here?
Yeah, literally it was a moment of validation kind of thing. Shooting them the whole season. I think I shot every home game except the home games where it was winter break.
Yeah.
So it was pretty surreal just being there anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I love that, man. Cool. All right, so that was photo number 2.